we expect men to be very libidinous and like pent up. So it's almost insulting if they're not.
No, I know. I was like, I am literally here for you. Yeah.
Look at you throwing out giant
It was a really good word.
Podcast.
I just skated by it.
I refuse to let that go by. Libidinous. That's just you. That's just an elite way to say horny.
Okay,
Yeah.
Inspires authenticity.
Wow. I'm so honored. You're an angel. That's great. I'm so authentic. Do you hear
Really
that?
not.
Yeah,
an angel,
I
actually.
heard.
I'm the most authentic.
Usually authentic people say that.
And the humble people say that.
Very much. Yeah.
I'm the most at everything. This is Yenta Podcast, everybody. The podcast that's sometimes about comedy, sometimes about Judaism, and always about gossip.
Woo!
Today on the podcast, we have Lily Lester.
Is there a sound effect? Oh my God. What is it?
It's a clap.
Oh,
Yeah, pretty
Thanks for
basic.
clapping.
And we have a guest co-host, previous guest, Sarah Afkami.
I'm so honored. Thank you.
You know her. You love her. She's from Austin. She's here.
Hook 'em.
Go back to the last episode to learn more about Sarah. But today's about Lily. Lily Lester. Lily Lester, we met in New York.
we did.
Because I DM'd you and I said, I want to go on your show, Mishegoss.
And I said yes.
Which was a great show.
Thanwant you.
Lily runs a show. You want to plug your show?
Yeah, I run a comedy show called Mishegoss Comedy.
Yeah.
And if you don't know what that means, you hate Jews.
Yeah, and you shouldn't be listening to this
Yeah.
podcast. Please listen to we love Jews and non-Jews. But probably majority of the people on this listen to this do live in New York and are New York Jews. So
Oh, great. My people.
These are your people.
Yeah.
You're a comedian.
Yeah.
You're a writer.
Yeah.
You're a journalist.
I wouldn't say that, but my job title would say that.
Can we talk about your job?
For sure.
Okay. Lily works for the Jewish Week,
Yeah.
which is fascinating.
Yeah.
You actually you didn't write the story about my show at the New York Comedy Festival, but
I don't write any of the stories.
You don't write any of it?
No.
But you approve and curate.
I post on the Instagram
Nice.
and the Twitter and the Facebook and the TikTok if you're counting, but the big one is the Instagram. Yeah.
Do you get a say in what's featured, what headlines or stories are featured?
Yeah.
Nice. That's powerful.
Yeah. The news is my job.
I'm so sorry.
Trying to be so.
That's so miserable.
I'm like really choosing my words.
We'll cut it. We'll cut whatever you don't want.
Yeah.
And this is coming out tomorrow though, so
Okay, great.
we'll go in, out, done.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I make reels and TikToks about New York Jews in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have a girlfriend.
I do have a girlfriend.
And that's why you're in LA.
Sorry,
Yep.
ladies.
She's
Yeah,
also a
taken.
Jew.
She's taken. Oh my
Totally
God, that's
taken.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh wait, tell us everything about your story. How did you meet?
Meet
Oh my
you,
goodness.
everything. The origin story.
Okay.
What's
well,
her name?
her name is Jess.
Jess. Cute.
Super cute. She's actually a Shoshana. I'm also a Shoshana.
Oh.
Very complicated. Yeah. We also
Dyke-alikes.
Dyke-alike kikes for sure.
Whoa.
For sure.
Can we call this?
Only
Can
on
we call
Yenta.
Actually, I think kike Dyke-alike is better.
Kaika Dyke-alike.
Yeah, I don't know. What do you think?
I think Dyke-alike kikes. That's what I'm gonna
Edgy.
call this episode. Okay.
Yeah.
So you look alike?
Oh yeah, I didn't say that.
Amazing.
Mhm.
Amazing.
Do people accuse you of being narcissistic for being attracted to someone that looks like you?
No, they think I'm into my sisters.
That's better.
Yeah. But no, I think if you're dating someone who looks like you have high self-esteem.
I think it's beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
It's not narcissist.
No, I don't think it is.
Narcissistic.
Someone else was asking me to ask you.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, tell them no.
Yeah, the producer
Tell
back.
them how
back.
dare
Yeah.
they. You're getting a word from the producer right now, and shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Okay. So wait, how'd you meet?
We were both teaching at a theater camp.
Oh my God, that's so
So
gay.
gay. I know.
Adorable.
I know. We were friends for like 5 years. And then,
Whoa.
I know.
That's a solid foundation.
Thank you. It's also very gay.
Who do you think had the crush first?
She did.
Oh.
Yeah. We've talked about it.
Not a narcissist. No.
No, again, high self-esteem. There's a difference.
We're kidding.
Yeah.
So how did it happen?
She was visiting me in New York, and we had. It's like could not be gayer. It really could not be gayer.
I love it. This is what the listeners want.
Yeah, that's what we're here for. It's very on brand. We like it.
Well, I was only dating dudes, and then, but I'm like fun and chill or whatever, and then,
Yo, same. That's my identity.
yeah,
I'm
fun and chill.
or
Yeah,
whatever.
I identify as fun and chill. And anyway, she was like visiting me in New York, and she was there. Doing a show, and then she's
She's also a comedian?
no,
Oh, the theater.
no,
Oh,
theater. Yeah, she's like a singer and an actor.
Singer.
Yeah, and then we were doing, or she was like, let's meet up for a drink, and she's like, let's go to Cubbyhole, and I was like, okay,
Love that place.
yeah.
Maybe explain, like,
Oh,
set it
it's
up.
like one of the only lesbian bars left in America, in New York at least.
And it's a double entendre because it's tiny, and of course it's a euphemism. But
Yeah.
it's also tiny. Like, it's like a very intimate setting.
yeah, I'm like, you should explain it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you know better.
I was like, I didn't know it was a euphemism. I just thought it was. That was the name. Is it like supposed to be a pussy? Is that
Yeah,
the
yeah. I don't
joke?
want to rob you of your innocence.
Oh,
but
is
yeah,
it?
Yeah, Cubbyhole. I mean, that's what my lesbian friend said.
No, that's probably right.
No, that's probably right. I didn't
It's
know.
probably right. I think I always just Cubbyhole is just like so preschool to me.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely a pussy.
Pussy.
I feel like the resident pervert right now.
No, it's
for even
okay.
insinuating that. And even the body that you got.
You're ruining our innocence.
I feel like I'm like,
You're
What do you
taking
mean?
away our virginity.
I didn't know. My girlfriend and I just kissed.
we're saving it.
Yeah.
No chuppah, no shtuppah, kids.
I've never heard that.
Me neither. That's so funny.
I didn't make it up. Sorry.
Yeah,
that's
that's
like,
good.
That's like the most Jewy thing that's ever been said on this podcast, believe it or not. No chuppah, no shtuppa.
Yeah.
Okay, Lily,
Yeah.
Continue.
continue. You went to Cubbyhole.
Yes, and we got a drink, and then Cubbyhole closed early that night for some reason, and like everybody at Cubbyhole left, and they're like,
Were
"Oh,
you out?
I'm not. I was. I'm. No, yeah. I mean, I've never been like. I've never had a big coming out.
Okay.
Right. Like you were always like nebulous or like
yeah, I like
curious.
that. Yeah. My parents like support me, and they're good people, so
They're LA Jews.
they're LA Jews.
LA Jews don't give a fuck.
Baruch Hashem, Baruch Hashem.
Baruch Hashem.
Yes.
They, my mom's best friend is a gay man, so
I love that. All the Yiddish, none of the skittish.
it's ooh again with the coming in with the phrases. Yeah.
Wait, where in LA did you grow up?
The Valley,
Okay.
Ooh,
Yeah.
like Studio City.
Woodland Hills.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
So you knew a lot of Israelis and Persians.
Oh yeah, I grew up with like Persian Jews. Yeah, I thought I was like kind of weird. Like I was like, why? I didn't like. Everyone sort of seemed to know like how to make all the same food, and I was like, that's so weird. Like, why don't I know how to make this amazing
Korma
rice?
sabzi.
Yeah,
I'm so that must have been a trip. right?
yeah.
What was the biggest like culture shock that you were like, like Ashkenazim, thank God. Like
That's terrible. I think when I moved to New York, I was like, because I was like 9 years ago, and yeah, I was like, oh wait, this is like what my grandma was making.
yeah. And by the way, I'm a Persian, so I can
Yeah.
I can throw the culture a little under the bus.
No,
a little toxic.
The thing is I loved it, but I was like, oh God, now I'm sounding like
No, it's hard. It's
Whoa.
hard to be othered. It's always hard to be othered. It's not about what like any monolith that you're around. It's
Yeah.
gonna feel a little oppressive. So it's
Yeah.
not about the Persian culture per se. It's-
Yeah, how dare you, Lily?
I know.
Persian
That's
Jews.
actually what I came on the podcast to talk about was Ashkenazi supremacy.
white passing.
Yeah. For sure.
Sarah said that, listeners. No,
Guys.
we did not. The Persian person said that.
I will.
did not.
As a Texan, there's like a shred of bigotry baked into my kishkas that I have to
that's
work
good.
through and transmute every day. So I have to study Torah extra because of the Texan.
And the Torah is going to make you not racist.
That's the goal.
Yeah.
It has for centuries.
Bezrat Hashem.
That's what the Torah's there for. Oh, wait, so you were at Cubbyhole and then
Yes.
did you smooch in the bathroom?
No, we were like, I can't remember. I don't even think she like bought me a drink. Like it was pretty platonic, I think.
Uh-huh.
But I think she had other things in mind. And then, we everyone left cubbyhole and they were like, oh, we're all going to Stonewall, which is like
That's more gay.
very gay.
Yeah.
But we got there and then everyone in Stonewall was like a straight couple.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
that
that happens.
tracks.
It's kind of like a tourist trap these days.
It's like the
Yeah.
Abbey in LA.
Yeah,
That's right.
exactly.
Yeah.
And so then we just kind of like stood outside of Stonewall and like talked for like 30 minutes. And I was sort of like, what's happening?
Yeah.
And I kind of brought it up and was like, I don't want to like we should definitely kiss, but like I don't want to ruin our friendship or whatever.
And she was like, yes.
And she was like, ruin it. Yeah.
I love
And,
that.
yeah. And she lives in LA, and then like 3 weeks later, she left pretty much after that, and like 3 weeks later I was like, I miss you, and I like flew to LA.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you're long distance.
Yeah.
For how long?
2 years.
So you have family here. So
Yes.
that's a good base too, because when you come, you can like, right? It's not as much pressure. You're not just like at her house. You can like be around family and whatever.
Yeah, but I do fully move in with her every time I'm here.
Yeah, why would she be with
Yeah.
her family?
Yeah.
When she can be with her lover.
Her
Yeah.
cubby
She
hole.
can have set her cubby
Yeah.
hole. She can get that cubby hole.
Oh my God.
Okay, I'm
Sorry,
gonna have to
that
look
was
it
so
up.
gross.
I don't want
No,
to
you're
misinform
definitely
the
right.
world. I'm sorry.
I've never heard of a gay bar that doesn't have a euphemism with sexual undertones.
Oh, wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're going to just do long distance forever?
I guess.
What do you think's more likely? Like, are you more likely to move here, or is she more likely to move to New York?
I mean, probably me here.
Because she's
But
also
don't tell her I told you that.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. We'll have to hide this.
Yeah.
I'm
From
not
her.
cutting that part.
No, leave it in, leave it in.
She'll listen to this.
She knows.
episode.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you're both from here.
I'm from here. She's actually from the East Coast. We switched.
Ah, a little
Yeah.
switcheroo.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
interesting. Was she from New York?
She's from like outside of Philly.
Ah, main line.
Yeah. The main line.
Totally.
It's like a dad thing of like having pride for knowing any like geographical detail.
Yeah,
of the
I don't know
place.
what the main line is. I
Yeah.
just said it back to you.
You were just humoring the dad.
Yeah.
The creepy dad for the day.
You do have dad energy with your backwards hat.
Yeah, it was raining. It would be very frizzy and troubling for everyone. So
Yeah.
I'm just wanting to
So troubling.
keep it intact,
For sure.
I hope
Wow.
that's okay. Is it rude?
To wear a hat?
Yeah,
Take it off.
decorum.
You're the one reading
How
the Torah.
dare you?
I'm gonna lane for you guys. I just have my
Please.
bat mitzvah right now. All right.
Okay, wow. So that's your relationship.
Yeah.
Are you open? Are you closed?
No, we're
closed.
closed.
Yeah.
You're closed.
Yes.
Long distance.
Yes.
I can't. That's. Really,
How do you maintain the magic? What's
you
like
must
a go-to?
really love each other.
We do. It's weird.
Yeah, that's
It's like so annoying.
No, it's beautiful. You found your person.
I know. Yeah, I'm very in love, and it's very confusing because she's also like the first person I've ever dated for this long. So, yeah,
That seems pretty clear.
that I've never dated anyone else.
Burn.
You invited me here
What's going on?
just to hurl
The
insults.
tension.
Yeah,
The tension.
I mean, I feel like because she's the only person you dated this long, it's clear to me that she's the right person for you.
Oh my god.
That's what I meant.
You should go hang out with her.
Okay.
She'll love that.
Yeah.
Now, what's the typical like emotional hygiene? Like, how do you upkeep?
Yeah.
Ooh,
good
emotional
question.
hygiene. I like that. We do a lot of talking. It's like honestly, it's like really could not be gayer. Yeah, she's like teaching me how to like feel my emotions or whatever.
Oh, the worst.
So boring and healthy.
Those pesky
I
feelings.
know.
That's good though. I feel like I tend to not feel my emotions.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
In the
Turbulent childhood.
Yeah. Me? No. That's crazy.
You're the only
Yeah.
stand-up with any shred of childhood
that's so
chaos,
weird.
right?
Yeah. It's just me. And
Yeah,
my
most
trauma.
stand-ups are very
Very
stable,
stable.
Well
yeah.
adjusted. Yeah. Yeah.
What, did she come from such a happy family?
Like, yeah. Can you believe it?
Oh. Have you met her parents?
Yeah, and they're lovely.
Oh, the best. That's sweet.
Yeah.
And have your parents both sets met?
Yeah,
yet?
everyone's met. Yeah.
That to me is the ultimate milestone.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
serious.
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
it's really
There's
adult.
gonna be some chuppin' and stuppin'.
Chuppah- what is it? No
chuppah, no stuppah.
chuppah, no stupa.
That might have to be the name of the Although the other rhymes were delightful.
Yeah.
I can't even say it. That's how edgy the one.
What, you can't say
The K
Decca
one.
like
The
a
K one.
kite?
Yeah.
I
just
really threw it out
I
there.
feel
I'm
too
sorry.
melanated. I just feel too melanated. Like I could never.
Is it not?
I mean, I'm sure it counts for Persians too.
Yeah, what
but
are you
in
talking
this-
about? You're
in-
Jewish.
Yeah, but in this economy, I don't know. In this discourse,
Yeah.
No, I think it's fine.
thank you.
You know what?
Thank
I say it's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And Lily works for the Jewish Week.
Yeah.
So-
And the JTA.
and the JTA.
Sorry.
They're gonna find me.
Oh no. Okay, cut it.
How is it being? Do they know you're a comedian?
Yeah.
Do they care?
They love it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I don't know if they watched it, but when I applied for the job, I sent in some of my
Your clips.
clips that
That's
included
so funny.
some
That's
Jewish
on your
jokes.
LinkedIn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Because it shows public speaking. It shows
Yeah.
confidence.
Yeah.
It's great. Wit.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want wit at the workplace?
A lot of people, shockingly.
Don't want
Yeah. it's
Corporate
true.
America.
they want obedience.
Yeah.
No, my job would. I'm in the closet at my job about my comedy career.
Yeah.
I don't think they know.
They
I
don't
hope
know?
They never find out.
So when you travel and stuff, it's all.
I just don't tell them, or I just say, "Oh, I'm going for a friend" or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. You know. It's
That's
fine.
impressive because
I
you have
don't-
quite the social media following. Good job.
You know
That's
what?
impressive.
It's not big enough that they'll find out. Let's put it that way.
Then once they
It's
do,
not that big.
you'll have better. Yeah, I hear you. Like it won't be a problem once it's not a problem. I hear you. Yeah.
Wait. So, what's your dream with your comedy career? What do you want to do with it?
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, like I'm an actor and stuff, so I want to
Okay.
be like doing both. I want to like write and be in my own thing.
Yeah. Like a Phoebe Waller-Bridge.
Or Lena Dunham.
Yeah.
Lena
Yeah,
Dunham.
yeah.
Old girls really holds up.
It's so good. Every roast I've ever done, someone's been like, "You're like Lena Dunham," and I'm like, "That's not an insult."
Yeah.
She's brilliant. Those
She
first
is.
few seasons before it got kind of the whole show just I think went up its own navel, but
Yeah.
those first few seasons really hold up in a timeless manner.
Yeah,
Highly recommend people rewatching it.
it's really good.
I DM'd you about it when you
I
asked
know
for
when
Rex.
I was sick. And here's the secret about that. I didn't care about anyone's recommendations.
So why'd you ask? Because we took our time.
I was sick, listeners, and I posted that I was sick and I needed recommendations for TV and movies. And I mean, no, I did read them, but I really just wanted the engagement so that I can promote my show in Minneapolis.
Love the transparency here.
Yeah.
Sadistic.
That
This is real.
Sadistic.
That is how my brain works.
I fell for it. I was one of your many.
I did steal that from Ashley Gavin, who talks about that all the time.
Asking
Very
for Rex.
smart.
No, it's like because your stories, like you know how like sometimes like way more people will see it than others. It's based on engagement, right? So if you can have like one story that gets a ton of engagement, more people will see the second one and the third one. So if you have like one that has a bunch, then you get the rest.
Ride the
That's
momentum.
my secret. I didn't care about your
Wow.
TV recommendations,
Wow.
everybody.
I feel like a sucker. I sat down. I meditated on what to
Yeah, I
answer.
know.
No.
You spend so much time. No, I read through a bunch of them, but I did start watching Love on the Spectrum.
So good.
Oh, I didn't like it.
Oh.
I mean, whatever you say.
No, disagreement's good.
No, I know. I love
For
it.
engagement.
For engagement. No, I mean, I haven't watched this season, but I just thought I loved the first season.
Yeah, I don't know. I just felt like they were being like used for money, and that felt really wrong.
Like
to
I've
me.
seen some of that like discourse. Yeah.
I don't know.
Exploitative. You
Yeah,
felt?
exploitative. That's a smarter word.
And it feels like that the actor maybe wasn't on the spectrum himself. The lead, is he?
He seemed like he was.
Oh,
This
this
is the reality. I'm sorry, I'm mixing
no.
it with the scripted, whatever the scripted
the
show was.
reality show.
Right,
What's
right.
that
What was
one?
the scripted one? I forget. There was something with spectrum situation. I think it was called like Atypical.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's different. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So this is a reality show, and everyone cast is on the spectrum.
Yeah.
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 And they're Australian.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, I watched the American one.
Oh,
Yeah. Maybe the Australian
maybe
one
that's why
is-
it was less good.
Yeah.
I don't know. Something about the accents really
They change you.
does it for me.
Yeah.
Plus the culture. It's a really cool culture. I personally find Australians to be. Whoa, truck.
Yeah, no.
Is that gonna catch on?
Is it gonna? Yeah, the listeners are gonna love the sound of the garbage and the mics. That's.
I didn't mean catch on. I meant catch the mic, not like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine.
But yeah, I think Australians, they're wild. Like I mean, it is kind of this island of people that are known to be like their lineage is prisoners.
Yeah.
So they've got this like very.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Just the country of Australia.
Yeah.
The continent.
I thought you meant like the Aboriginal history as well.
Yeah. What about the indigenous?
Yeah. What about
people?
them?
Sarah.
I am against colonialism of all kind.
Let's not.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
how do you feel about Israel?
My girlfriend actually is so sweet.
Oh, good. Oh,
that's
thank
a
you.
good
Thank
segue.
God someone's
Yeah,
changing
yeah.
the topic.
Now, here's a question.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a basic, stupid question. We can attribute it to being Texan, but I've heard that some couples do dual proposal. Not that we're jumping ahead for that.
You are.
I mean,
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you guys are going to, but do you have a take on it? Like,
Well, my girlfriend really wants to be proposed to. We've discussed briefly. But I don't know. Something about getting on one knee feels like when I have like an injury. It's just like
how did you get this injury?
Just like from yoga.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's very with it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm with it. You
much
are a
yoga.
dad. Yeah. I don't know. I think dual proposals are probably cute in general. I don't know.
How do you time it? I mean, I guess one person breaks the seal of the surprise,
Yeah.
and then it's just expected in the next 2 weeks.
I mean, it depends. Some couples like they don't know who's gonna do it first. And then, yeah. It just depends.
Yeah.
There's no rules, and you know what? There shouldn't be rules in straight marriages either.
No, there should be. Women should do all the housework and men should work.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Thank God Lily's here.
Yeah.
To talk about.
I'm
that.
here to bring it back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what kind of stuff do you want to write? Do you want to write with your girlfriend?
No.
No, you're not that kind of couple.
I edit a lot of her stuff.
Oh.
She writes like shorts and stuff, and I have good opinions.
Yeah.
I'm a good editor.
Yeah.
But no, I'm pretty solo.
Ooh.
I think. I don't know. I also, my best friend Ellen, who's also a comic, Ellen Allman. She's like one of the funniest people I've ever met in my entire life.
don't know.
And
What's their handle?
at number 2, the blind eye. She's blind.
Oh, cool.
And she's like, we write a lot together.
Oh.
She's probably the only person I would like really write with. But yeah, I write, sketch, and I eventually want to write like a television show. My all-time like person is Natasha Lyonne. She's just like,
She's great.
yeah.
Do you have any favorite themes that you like to address and cover?
Sarah's actually written on TV shows. So
Wow.
This is your person to talk
No,
to.
I'm just curious. Like, what do you like to explore? Like, what is eating at you these days?
Ooh, well, jokes. I want to laugh. But no, like big themes are like death. What does it all mean? Why are we here?
Love it.
And
I do think the culture has evolved at a rapid pace since COVID.
Yeah.
Personally, I think that we just have more depth, and everyone's yearning for more meaning and substance.
yeah, I also think like since my job, I've just gotten more Jewish, like, or had like because I wasn't raised super religious, like I had a bar mitzvah and everything, but like having this like real like immersion into like a culture that is mine, but I wasn't like fully in touch with. I've like learned so much about like our practices and like how our culture feels about like death and yearning and questioning, and like it's definitely opened my eyes a lot too.
I love that. Was there one thing that like a factoid or a ritual that just really like moved you? You're like, wow, that resonates.
I mean, so many. I spoke to for work, I followed around like a Chabad rabbi during Sukkot, and he was just like looking for people to like shake the lulav and etrog with.
No, like outside, like one of the guys on the street.
Yeah,
Street
like
guys, one
in
of the
New
street
York.
guys.
So funny.
That's great
Yeah.
that you shadowed him.
It was so much fun.
Love that.
My favorite part was he would like, if we saw someone coming down the street with like a long skirt, he'd be like, Jew. And I'd be
He
like,
wouldn't touch you.
no, he wouldn't.
Yeah,
that was
yeah.
my
It
addition.
felt like a fondle right
Yeah.
there. Uh-oh, scandal. Breaking news.
Sorry, it would be more like, let's this one. And sometimes I would be like, no, I think she's just like fashionable,
Right.
like wearing like a cute long
No,
skirt.
they don't care.
Yeah.
Maxis are
Yeah.
in. Maxis
Maxis are
so
in. I think it's confusing the Chabad
Brown
rabbis.
Heights for sure.
Yeah. Yeah.
About the tunnels.
The tunnels. Yeah.
Lily lives close to the tunnels, everybody.
Oh my God. And everyone's going to know where I live.
No cross streets.
It's okay. Yeah.
How was that for you?
The tunnels.
What was a bigger deal for you? Israel Palestine or the tunnels?
Ooh, my girlfriend is so nice.
What a masterful way to deflect.
Thank you. It's very like cool. No. Yeah, it was. The tunnels were also just because of work. Honestly, affected me mostly with the tunnels because when it was all happening, they were like, Lily, like, can you just make a spreadsheet of like all the memes that are really funny and then all the ones that are like vaguely anti-Semitic? And then I was like, I'm in charge of this. Like, I have to decide. Some of the anti-Semitic ones were kind of funny.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
That's like a really hard choice.
Very hard.
Like, is this funny or anti-Semitic?
Yeah.
Or both.
Yeah.
Right. You had to like take your Jew hat off and put take your comedy hat off and figure out, wow. And how long had you been working there before October 7th? I mean, is that okay to say that October 7th was a big deal?
Yeah. Not long enough. I'd been working there for like since April. So I guess
just Pesach.
Yeah.
Wow. That's not
right
long.
around then. Yeah.
And then boom. Just amped up the stakes probably.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
This guy agrees.
There's someone screaming so loudly.
Little authentic West Hollywood.
You heard us talking about the tunnels.
Yeah.
He has something to say.
Everyone had something to say about the tunnels.
It was, the conspiracies were wild.
I know.
It's like it was just from the mikveh to the place to pray, wasn't it? It wasn't a big deal.
I mean, it almost made a building collapse.
Okay, yes. Okay,
That
logistically.
part was big.
Okay, but I don't think there was a nefarious plot.
No.
No. But it was just so funny.
It was hilarious.
I know, but I didn't comment on it because I didn't want to contribute to anti-Semitism.
That's good.
Right.
That's why.
Well,
Not
yeah.
because I didn't have a funny take.
It's hilarious that there
What's
was
your funny take? Say it here.
no, didn't have one. No.
Yeah.
Like everything that's been done has been done already.
Yeah.
The idea that there were residents that were like, I hear Yiddish underground. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever, you freak.
Yeah.
That's funny.
But
Yeah.
that was also debunked.
Oh, nobody could hear them?
No, it was all a lie. That's actually why I'm here, is to tell the world misinformation.
It's real.
It's crazy. Yeah, that was like fully debunked.
How is it for you being a Jewish professional on the internet right now?
Bad.
Totally.
Yeah.
Give us some like details of the bad.
Yeah, let's mine the pain.
What's the worst bad?
I mean, it's kind of fun. Like anything I post, personal or professional. I mean, my personal posts are not going viral, but especially my professional ones, like the amount of just like swastikas in the comments.
How do you even make one?
I was like, do you need a Google extension for this? I don't know. I don't know.
Is that a character?
It's not on my keyboard?
They had to like add it. It's crazy. Or like the like people like somehow make Hitler like out of other emojis, like drawing. It's kind of like amazing.
Don't say that.
Wow, it's art.
You know, amazing can be like, yeah, like you're in awe of how.
Yes.
How could you put all that time into something so fruitless?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you do? Do you like delete them all?
Yeah. If they're literal hate speech, I delete them.
Yeah.
But if they are like the rules are really kind of loose, you know? And it's up to me.
You have all the power.
Kinda.
Yeah. Do you ever get drunk off it? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, you decide what's funny or what's anti-Semitic.
Yeah, pretty much.
And you decide what's if there's a swastika.
Yeah.
On the in the
Yeah.
comments.
I've had to learn like so many like different ways of saying like hate.
That's so funny.
Like what is the one? It's like 8H or something.
H8, right?
Oh, no, that is hate. But like there's like another one that's like HH.
Oh, like
oh.
see that I will not say.
Of course not.
That's the dark web. It feels like.
Yeah, no. There's like, and then there's like little like number ones, and sometimes if I see like a couple people posting something, and then I have to like Google search like what does these series of numbers mean? It's really weird.
Oh my god.
Do you think some of them are bots?
Yeah.
A lot of hate bots.
Definitely.
And do you think there is meddling going on with other nations, like cyber-wise?
That's such a funny thing to ask me.
Is it too?
Lily Lester? How old are you?
26.
26.
How old are you?
26-year-old Lily Lester from the Valley.
From the Valley.
I'm 29.
Are you 29? And you?
34.
Okay, great. Just wanted to get that all
Wow.
settled.
I can't believe you said your age.
Oh yeah, I do usually hide it, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
One time I asked you your age and you're like, I refuse to say.
I think it was like a birthday was coming.
Yeah.
You know, because you want to hit certain milestones by a certain age, and when you haven't,
True, bro. I know. Well,
there's no timeline.
You're too young to know.
Yeah, you don't understand disappointment.
I just got off my insurance. Thank you very much.
Yeah. So you have the disappointment of not having insurance.
Correct. Well, but now I have work insurance, so it's okay.
Oh, right,
good.
Right.
Yeah, she's a media icon.
Yeah.
What can I say? I really hope I don't get fired for this.
No, what? What have you
we
said?
love the Jewish week.
No, we love it.
I think we're just talking Torah and mitzvot.
Yeah. Yes.
You know how to
learn
turn
some.
us around.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like. They should write a story about us, Jewish week.
Yeah. Literally, I will talk to them when I leave.
Yeah.
Except I'm on the Instagram like too much, I think.
Do you ever feel like your mood dictates what you decide is unacceptable?
Like in the comment section?
Yeah, or just when you're working online, like, are you more aggressive when you're in a bad mood?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Like, I can't take any of this. Delete.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm like, I can't take any of this. I'm turning my phone off.
And it's so binary, it feels like, the discourse right now, right? It's very us versus them. Like, it feels like you can't say a word without getting attacked from...
Because you can't.
Yeah.
It's the truth.
Yeah.
And you can't even talk about it on a podcast about gossip because we just talk around it.
Yeah.
You know?
We're really not saying anything.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything.
I will say this.
33 minutes of nothing.
Well,
Wow.
well, I will. Speaking of nothing, which to me goes to Seinfeld, which unfortunately, like, you know, when like things aren't that great in life, so like one good thing really stands out. So a friend of mine took me to the Curb Your Enthusiasm premiere for the final season.
Yes.
And I gotta say, meeting Larry David, I didn't think we were actually going to interact with him, but like we asked him questions. So he had, just before he got to us, he yelled at the reporters for saying, "Ask me something that hasn't been asked."
Yeah. I
So-
saw those TikToks. There was a few of them.
Oh, of him getting annoyed and all that.
Yeah.
So then I asked him, now that the show's ending, what's going to be your new source of Surus? Which is kind of like an insider
What's a
Yiddish.
Surus?
Surus is like
You don't know Surus?
angst.
Oh,
you
I was like,
I
wow.
Just in case the listeners don't.
Yeah.
yeah, like what would you say? Angst,
For our Goyish
Yeah.
listeners.
sorrow, angst.
Yeah, I would say like pain.
pain.
It's like,
yeah, like it was kind of like acknowledging, like, I see you. Like, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
what's going on. You could
And
be a
what'd you say?
He was like, "Oh, that's a good question." He was like, I suppose the next thing I work on.
Yeah.
And then I was
good.
like, "What? Any ideas?" And he was like, "Well, I'm not going to tell right now."
Yeah.
And you know, he definitely had. I love that. I feel like he's like the loophole, as far as like he's such a Yid, such a Jew. Like, just you feel it, but he never does that thing that I think turn off Gentiles, where it's like he refuses to ever buy into the chosen thing. And I think that's a big
yeah.
part of why he has such mass appeal.
It is crazy because he's so Jewish and so widely appealed.
Iconic,
Yeah.
beloved.
But then people
Yeah.
see my comedy and they're like, your comedy's too Jewish.
I think
Which is
also something about him
stupid.
being kind of like bumbling is like, there's no like,
Yeah.
is that the right word? Like he just kind of like,
Schlemiel. He's like such a
Yeah.
schlemiel. He's like, I'm so whatever,
Yeah.
like always getting myself in
I
trouble.
think he's just an asshole.
Yeah,
He's a jerk.
He's pretending. That's what's so cool is he
Yeah.
actually, you can feel his, not to be new agey, but like you can feel his heart chakra emanating on such a deep level. I'm not
Yeah.
kidding. He's got that goodness. Like you know, when you make eye contact with someone, you can tell if they're looking at you favorably or judgmentally. You really feel that Rahmanis, that like mercy. Sorry. You feel like a goodness coming from
Jewish
him.
episode
Yeah, sorry, it's
ever.
called Yenta. I don't know what I signed up for.
no,
I'm the
bring it
sub,
up,
guys.
Bring it in.
Next week, Antonio will be back. But yeah, I think it's just amazing to think that people can kind of transcend. I think it's all about unity, you know, like as long as we're not dividing ourselves. Because they say, what is it, like really the purpose of a Jew is to remind everyone that everyone's chosen.
who said that? I love it.
I believe my friend Neely Salem, actually.
Shout out Neely Salem.
Shout out to Neely Salem.
I think most Jews that have any brain don't do the whole chosen thing.
No.
Yeah.
It's a bad
just,
look.
It's so not cool.
It's weird.
I grew up thinking it was kind of a tongue-in-cheek thing.
Yeah, it's stupid. It's not true.
I just assumed everyone knew everything we say was a joke. Like a little jokey joke, you know?
Yeah.
We're kidding.
We're joking. We're Jews. We're allowed to joke.
And the best thing, I wish that I could show anti-Semites my WhatsApp groups, my Jewish WhatsApp groups, because there's so much bickering and infighting. Like there's no monolith.
Yeah.
That's I think the biggest thing that could take away. And I know plenty of broke Jews. Like I think that's a big issue with like anti-Semites is like, oh, there's a narrative of like success and thriving. It's like, no, I know plenty of Nebuchs. Nebuchs is a loser. I know plenty of Jews.
I'm getting a
Have
lesson.
no money.
No
Yeah.
money, no hope.
Who do you think has a better sense of humor, Jewish people or queer people?
Ooh.
I think Jews. Because queer people are also, to me, I feel like, I mean, I am queer.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's a lot of policing of language that, but although, same with Jews. It's a tie. What's your vote?
I feel like I also feel like I can't speak for anyone but myself.
Okay, yeah.
And I feel
Your
like my funny comes from like the Jew stuff.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, because it's interesting because I feel like we both have like a trauma, a shared sense of like history that brings about like this, deep trauma, and then
Sure.
but like, and I think like some trans comics are so fucking funny and they're so good at like making fun of transes in the best fucking way, and I think same thing for Jews, but sometimes you just see like Jews also could be so fucking sensitive.
Yeah, true,
Yeah.
true, true.
About
Yeah.
like it's bad for the Jews. Don't say
Yeah.
it.
Yeah,
Don't
you're so
say it
right.
out loud.
You're so right.
I think
So-
it's definitely like a personal identity thing, like where
Yeah.
you like I think I identify more as Jewish than I do queer, only because like queer to me was never like something I had to like reckon with.
You
it
didn't
was
have
like
to fight for your right.
right.
Huh.
Yeah, it was always just like I'm like very casually queer, I think. Like
Right, in a
lucky.
casual 2-year-long relationship.
yeah, very casual.
long distance.
How did you like? Was it your girlfriend first, or you had feelings before?
I'd like hooked up with other women, but I was like, I think I'm not gay actually after those experiences. And then, yeah.
You fell in love with the person.
Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful.
Thank
It's really a
you.
case by case thing. I
It
think a
is.
lot of people are more pan than we think.
We're all just.
I think everyone's gay.
I think everyone's gay. Okay, let's transition to our secret.
Yeah.
It's such a good transition. Everyone's gay. Oh wait, I'll start with mine.
Yeah, please.
I have not told the story in the podcast yet. When I was like in like high school, I was probably like 15 or 16. I would babysit an Orthodox Jewish high school. I would babysit this family down the block. They had like a couple of young kids. I don't know.
Uh-oh.
They would bring me over.
Where is this going?
I would be over, and the kids would fall asleep within like an hour, and I would just like sit there, like, then do nothing. So one time I did it. I invited a boy over.
Ooh.
And well, actually, it was more than one time. We did.
I was going to say more than one boy. I was like, that's a secret.
No.
5 guys.
Yeah. I invited a boy over, and we did some unspeakable acts.
Heavy petting.
Yeah, heavy petting. Some light. What's this? What's
Friction?
This one?
Dry
light friction. Some light friction, but like no actual friction. I think we like held hands.
Oh, like really nothing.
Yeah, no. I maybe we like kissed.
That's the
Yeah.
beauty of like growing up a little strict is that anything
Oh my
past the
God.
strict is
It
kind of
was-
sexy.
No, yeah, literally the first time I held a boy's hand was like, oh my God. Like, well, it was like, I'm going to hell. Like, it was like guilty.
See, and that's
Wow.
hot. That's
Yeah.
the root of
That's
most
hot.
Totally.
fetishes.
It was so hot. I was so guilty.
Guilt is definitely an aphrodisiac. You could ask any Catholic.
Yeah, but then one time that happened, and the mom came home while he was still there.
Oh my God.
And I was just like, oh no, he's just my cousin. He's just here to like help me study for a test. And then I was never invited back to babysit
Wow.
again. So
Did you get paid that day at least?
I did get paid
Okay,
that
good.
day.
Could have gone worse.
Yeah, it was. I thought
She
it was
didn't
a
like
fun little story.
cut your clothes or like throw you on the street.
No.
She didn't tell anyone?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I should ask my mom.
Should we call your mom on speakerphone?
Yeah, let's do it. No, I don't-
New podcast
I
format.
don't know what the fuck she would say. Yeah, that's my gossip.
That's a
That's a
great
good
story.
story.
Yeah, I've been saving that one.
It's very wholesome.
Oh my God, I'm
too.
honored I got it.
Yeah, Lily got it.
I
I might say it again. You don't know.
Okay.
Nobody listens to this podcast.
No, that can't be. I risked a parking ticket. This is going to be my big shot.
This is your big break. You've seen the clips, right?
I love them. Actually, I have a friend from New York who's a huge fan of Ray and Antonia, and somehow like never hears me that I say I'm friends with you guys.
Okay.
So we'll always be like, "You got to get on Yenta." I'm like,
Who?
my friend Hannah in Five Towns, but I always am like, I've been on there, so thanks for listening to the episode.
Listen to your episode. I can't remember
But
what your episode
shout
is
out to
called,
Hannah, new stepmom. Learning
Oh.
curve. Learning
Mazel.
curve. Huge learning curve with that.
your episode is called like lesbian crush on your
Oh,
teacher
yeah,
in
Dr.
Texas.
Khan. Oh, yeah. Wow. Feels like a
was a-
bad Mad Lib.
That was a good secret.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Dr. Khan.
I'm pulling it up.
Could you not fall in love with a person named Dr.
Sarah
Khan?
Afkami's Texas lesbian teacher crush.
Whoa.
Go listen to that one.
Got a real ring
my
to
God.
it.
Yeah, I that was like an early episode. I have to work on the naming.
Lily.
Lily, what's your secret?
Oh, okay. This is the last not date I went on before my
Jess.
girlfriend.
Yeah.
Before Jess.
Jess.
Jess and Lily are in love, and they're gay and Jewish. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum.
That's when we don't answer the phone. That's what plays. Okay, so I had met this guy at work, a different job I was doing, and we were like super flirty and like everything was like really cute. And I was like, I guess we're like gonna hang out. And he was like, we should go to this museum this weekend. I've been wanting to go. And I was like, cool. So we go to this museum. We're walking around. Everything's super cute. Very like chill. We went to lunch and then like we hugged goodbye and we left. And I was like, okay, I'm not really sure what the vibes are. And then he texted me and he was like, that was so fun. Like, do you want to come over for dinner?
Same night?
No, on
Oh,
Saturday.
okay.
Like that week, like Saturday
Really?
night. He was like, I really want to cook you dinner. And I was like,
Hot.
oh my God, I have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, oh my God. And so I like took an Uber to his car, to his house, not to his car. I took an Uber to his house. I looked so cute. I was wearing velvet pants.
As always, look cute.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
But I remember wearing velvet pants and taking a car because I was like, I don't want to be sweaty when I get there. So I get there and we were like dancing in his like apartment and he's like, oh, we need to go to the like,
Yeah, wait. How did you start dancing in his apartment?
he just had like music playing and we were like
Yeah,
dancing.
you get there, he's
All right.
cutting and
He's
prepping
cutting
for the
onions, yeah.
meal.
And then he was like, oh, I forgot an ingredient. Let's go to the store. And so we go to the store and we get drinks and we're like, he's like spinning me in the aisles. And I was like, I'm literally like living a romantic comedy. Oh my God.
La La
And
Land.
then it was La La Land. And then I went back to his house and we're like dancing and having a great time and we're drinking and everything's great. He cooks me dinner. We eat dinner. It's like 11 o'clock at this point. Nothing's happening. We're out on his like fire escape and we're like smoking a joint and like talking about like the world and like
How to solve it.
yeah. And I was like, man of my dreams. But also I was like, whatever. So we're like standing there and I'm like, is he not going to make a move? Like why? He's like, it's so late. And
Were you making eyes? Were you doing all the signals?
yeah.
The shimmying.
totally. But I was like, maybe I was just
top, show your tits.
I
Like,
flashed in my tits.
Why isn't he getting it?
What is that? Yeah, but I was like, I should make a move because like maybe he thinks I'm not interested. So I was like, okay, like I really want to kiss you right now. And obviously I said it like better than that.
No, that's hot.
But no, like
that
in a
was
cute
seductive.
way.
Yeah,
Thank
yeah,
you.
that's
The voice, the
I really
girl.
wanna kiss you.
Vocal fry energy. But good. Like smart vocal fry.
Thank you. Yeah, and I said that and he was like, oh, I'm just looking for really good friends right now.
Shut the fuck up.
What a freak.
And I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
No.
Yeah.
Is he gay?
He's not. He's just a
Ew.
fucking asshole. And I literally was like, I'm not even that into you. I just thought we were going to like hang out and like, Anyway, and then he was like, well, anyway, do you want to keep hanging out? I was like, no, I'm calling a car. Like, I'm absolutely
like,
done here.
It's 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get laid tonight.
I literally was like, am I a dude?
No, yeah. It's like, what are you with the food? I think there's really something about food that is romantic. So
I have never cooked a fish for someone I didn't want to bang.
Yeah. And I mean,
you shouldn't ever.
No.
to be fair, maybe he's ace.
Oh, that's a good point.
Maybe.
Why did you have to be so understanding and empathetic?
No. I mean, I do. I called him a freak. I called him a
it.
freak. I feel like maybe he just should have been a little more. If he is ace, he should wear a big letter A in red.
We should all identify ourselves. Yeah.
You should wear the letter.
Put yourself in a box.
It's like the
or eat mine.
The Scarlet Letter. What's that Emma Stone movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Scarlet
Yeah.
Letter.
Letter,
Easy A.
but we all just wear like our LGBTs
Yeah, that's good.
instead of
Yeah, identity and preferences.
Yeah.
Right? Both on one on each tit.
oh my God, Tucker Carlson would love that.
Oh
He would
yeah.
love that.
He would have
Oh
a
yeah.
field
Teachers
day.
especially should do it for their students.
Yeah.
And do you like still know, like, do you
No.
follow him on Instagram?
You're not monitoring
No.
his whereabouts and his
No. I think he
dalliances.
follows me and I see him see my stories sometimes and I'm like, I hope you see me in love with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
There is something I
And
think.
then you turned gay.
Yeah. He actually made me gay.
Yeah.
Well, there is something about men. I think we expect men to be very libidinous and like pent up. So it's almost insulting if they're not.
No, I know. I was like, I am literally here for you. Yeah.
Look at you throwing out giant
It was a
words
really good
on the
word.
podcast.
I just skated by it.
I refuse to let that go by. Libidinous. That's just you. That's just an elite way to say horny.
Yeah.
I've always taken issue with that word. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
It's the baked in shame. You know.
You have a lot of that?
Well, yeah. When I tried to come out to my mom early, like at 14, you know, she was like, "Oh, it's just America. There's sex in the air."
Yeah.
Which she's not wrong.
not
I mean,
wrong.
even like the advertisements, like they can make a bottle of Coke look kind of sensual, right? Like with like the glistening and the condensation.
I look at a Coke bottle and I'm like, I'm horny now.
I'm telling you, the
Yeah.
big
I
ones.
want to fuck that thing.
Yeah.
Don't shame my kink.
Yeah. If Coke bottles are your kink, that's very mild.
Fucking the Coke bottles.
When it's weird because my actual parents had like a very, they were very permissive in their own, like they were wild and had no boundaries, but then they expected us to like be dignified. It was a very odd
That's
paradox.
interesting. When were they born?
They're boomers,
Yeah.
and then they came from Iran.
Right. That'll do it.
Yeah. So I think my mom always
Place where there's no Jews anymore.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like 10. But my mom would always say, yeah, you know, your dad and all his brothers, they wanted to come here because they thought they were just like sluts laying around. I mean, that's my mom's wording. In Farsi. But in Farsi. It sounds
Farsi,
much,
yeah.
much
That
less
makes it
crass.
better that your mom said there were sluts around.
Yeah.
They came to America for Jaws, the movie, and for like the, you know, hippie kind of energy. And it was like free love era or like right after that. So.
Yeah.
Okay, Sarah, what's your secret?
Well, it's related to my little name drop that I got in today about Larry David. I
Oh,
will
yeah.
admit, I'm sorry. I'll say it to the camera. The first few weeks after the premiere, he was in my spank bank. I know he's married to a Shiksa goddess, and she seems really emotionally stable and awesome.
Are you saying you masturbated to Larry David?
I did.
Wow.
Multiple times.
Shut up.
This is the best secret.
That's really good.
Wow.
What's what like was it from like a Curb episode?
You know, it's funny because they gave us like a face sheet at the premiere of like all the writers and producers and everyone that was going to be on the
Yeah.
carpet. So I kind of used that.
So you're into the image.
Yeah, I mean, I'm telling you, it was mostly his energy. So it was like the memory of his energy for those few weeks. I mean, now it's gone. Fortunately, it's
I'm
faded.
sorry. Masturbating to the memory of Larry David's personality and energy is the gayest thing I've ever heard.
Gayest and Jewiest.
Yeah.
It's like, aren't you Mexican, Sarah? It's very confusing, the level of Jewiness. It's like, what?
Yeah.
None of it matches.
Wow.
That's a great secret.
Oh, thank you guys.
I'm like still. Was it like a word that he said
He had a gleam in his eye.
when he looked at
Yes,
you?
yes. I felt like
He saw you.
I felt a kinship. I know, obviously, I'm not one to get usually. I'm not a starstruck person. You know,
Would you have sex with him?
No, well, he's married to a Shiksa goddess who seems, again, really awesome.
Who is his?
Her name's Ashley Underwood, I heard. She was like a producer for Sacha Baron Cohen and Borat and all that.
Oh, Sacha Baron Cohen is me and my girlfriend's pass.
Oh, both. Oh, you have the same. So that could be
Well-
some competitive. That could be an interesting
threesome.
night.
I feel like me and Jess would get along.
For sure.
Why it
She's
sounded
also
British at that. Get along.
get along.
Get on.
Go get on great.
Get
Yeah.
on.
And she's like was raised a lot more Jewish than I was. So
Was she raised conservative or?
yeah, or she went to like a modern Orthodox
wow.
school too.
Okay. Jess and Ray
Yeah.
in LA.
Yeah.
Just saying. I need new friends.
Okay.
I don't need new friends. I have Sarah.
That did sound like that was definitely like chopped liver energy.
Yeah.
I have Sarah.
I have Sarah.
Look at that rotisserie chicken in the back of your fridge.
Yeah.
I'll have a
I have
drumstick.
my dad, Sarah.
I can't hide it. It's real.
Yeah.
I don't have the wherewithal or the courage to present as a man, but it's very much inside.
Yeah.
Like I feel like even with this body language, like I feel like I'm giving off a lot of yang energy, you know, and
Ooh,
Lily's
yeah.
kind of like, you know,
No, I'm just yeah.
it's a lot of male energy.
Yeah. No, but I like it. I feel like in my head I'm giving off yang.
Oh,
But then
no,
you're right.
you're
Body
yin.
language
I
is
feel
so
like-
yin. You're right.
Yeah, no, it's very like I feel like I'm like ready
Yeah. That's interesting.
for action.
Wow. How are all your shows going in LA?
They're fun. It's
Yeah.
been raining a lot, so it's
so
tough.
tough. Yeah.
But it's really fun. I mean, like I'm just like having a blast running around the city. I always do when I come out here. It's really great.
Where's your favorite venue to perform?
I just did Peacock at Club TG.
Oh, that's amazing.
It's
That's
a great
good
show.
Yeah.
It's so
no,
fun.
Lily's on some serious shows.
Whoa.
That room is just like really fun.
Who books that? No, I'm just kidding.
No.
Oh no, you could plug.
Yeah. I'll give you their Instagrams. I forgot their handles. Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, it's really
They're-
fun.
How does the LA comedy scene compare to New York for you?
I like New York better.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, I feel like the comics are just
Smarter.
Yeah. It's not even so much a smart thing. I feel like at least when I'm performing in LA, I notice I really have to like slow down.
For the audiences
Yeah.
too. That makes
Really?
sense.
Yeah.
New Yorkers are just more like sophisticated and worldly. Come on, we can't deny that.
I don't know. I feel like LA people are also pretty worldly.
No, LA people are very worldly.
Yeah.
New York people are want to get out of there.
Worldlier,
They're
worldlier.
Russian. I feel like I sound like such an LA person, even though I'm from New York. But like New York people just think they're better than everyone else,
Yeah, absolutely.
and it's so annoying.
Yeah.
And that's all.
A
I'll
little
say.
pretentious. I mean, both cities can be kind of pretentious in their own way, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it's definitely hard to go. I feel like it's hard to go from the bigger cities to the smaller towns
I
sometimes.
know.
Yeah.
The only if you're from New York or LA, the only options are to switch.
Yeah, I know.
Which is what we both did.
Mm-hmm.
Or Berlin or Paris.
Yeah.
Or London, maybe.
London.
Totally.
Yeah, that's another option.
I did a show like near San Diego in sort of a more like red town.
Yeah.
And I was really nervous because I was like, I actually haven't done too many shows like outside of.
Right. And you're used
Or
to
like
like
Boston.
Brooklyn rooms.
Yeah.
Which is do you feel like Brooklyn rooms are different than LA rooms, like in terms of wokeness?
Yeah. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Brooklyn is its own thing. Like
Yeah.
LA and Manhattan rooms are pretty
They're
similar.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
More mainstream. Maybe like deep east side could be like Brooklyn, maybe, right? Like some deep east side, like maybe Highland Park or something. Could be like Brooklyn.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I had some jokes that I tried to do in Brooklyn that just crickets. But that worked really well in other places.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's crazy.
I know.
Yeah. How do you like adjust your material? Or does it just
Yeah, I mean, I don't really prepare that much like
Okay.
ahead of time what I'm gonna say unless like I really know like I'm doing a Jewy show or something.
Right.
But yeah, this show I did in San Diego, I was like, oh my God, if things are going poorly, I'm gonna like hop off the gay train or whatever. But it was actually such a great show, and they were like, I wasn't sure if they were laughing at the right things sometimes.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you being homophobic?
Yeah.
Are you laughing
that's
with me or
great.
at me?
Are you
so
laughing because I'm
great.
like a funny Jew
Yeah,
or
yeah.
because
I found that too, like going around and doing shows in like even in Salt Lake City,
Yeah.
or like Denver or whatever. It's like Denver's pretty woke, but
Yeah.
like Salt Lake City. They love the Jewish gay shit.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, they're not. They're
There's
just.
a lot of Jews in
Were
Salt
they
Lake.
Mormon?
Yeah.
Wait, were they
No.
Mormon? I'm so
they're-
ignorant.
They weren't like active Mormon, but a
Oh.
lot of ex-Mormon.
Yeah. That makes sense.
A lot of formerly Mormon.
Lapsed Mormons are probably a very
which
interesting.
Which they relate because they're like, oh, you're also like a lapsed.
Yeah, it's like being out of a cult, right?
Yeah.
It's like,
exactly.
I'm like learning, like reintegrating into the world and deciding what my values are.
Yeah.
So interesting.
But and then I also did a show in Orange County recently, which my shit crushed there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which was crazy because on the way there, everyone was like, oh, it's like more red
Yeah.
over here. But like,
I guess we're the judgmental ones.
yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy.
Teachable moment from Lily. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah.
Lily, do you have anything you want to plug before we end?
Mishegoss comedy whenever we want it to be. Our next one is March 7th. It's part of the Knockouts Festival with Stand Up New York. It's like a women's festival.
Oh, nice.
Women's comedy festival. And follow me on Instagram. And that's it.
Beautiful.
She's
Thank
a
you,
gem.
Lily.
She's a gem.
A gem.
Truly. I met her years ago in the mic scene
yeah.
in New York, and I was taken, smitten,
Aw.
Same.
platonically smitten.
Sure.
Jess, I promise.
Chuppen and stuppen.
Hoppin' and stuppin'.